Hey guys, it's me, it's your boy, it's Banjo Kajuli. Now, I've played in plenty of Minecraft game shows, I've seen it all. However, one thing that I have not proven to do is good gameplay. Now, what I'm going to do today is not necessarily be playing those games, I'm going to be predicting those games.
What?
You see, just last week, Andrew Yallow, the homie with the Big Brother Minecrafts, he's uploaded his premiere episode for his Season 8. And based on just the first episode alone, I claim that I have enough of a basis to get the first half of the house out. Now, what I mean by that is, in no particular order, based on just what has happened and what is going on in the game, I think I have enough of a basis to guess who the first 7 people out will be, which is half the house, so that's a lot of guessing and a lot of circumstance that needs to happen. But I think I can do it. I think I've got enough brain cells that are currently cooking inside my brain for me to be able to put 2 and 2 together based on what we're seeing and make my day 1 claims right now. Now, obviously, certain something was very active in the episode, that being Beans and Papuli. Now, these two, they're exes, and they're fighting and whatnot. Now, the main thing that I'm getting out of this is that it's being portrayed as this big fight that's happening, and they're not going to work together. Well, I know for a fact it's going to get Papuli out. Now, the reason why I say this is because he's British. No, I'm kidding. No, the actual reason why I'm saying this is because based on the way that he's talking to people and his reaction to him getting Beans as the target, I know that he's going to try to do something stupid.
The person that you'll be targeting this season is Beans.
Of course it is.
Now, what I mean by this is that he's going to be either very open about who his target is, and he's going to start telling everyone, yada yada, or he's going to do the opposite and he's going to start lying about who he has. Either way, I don't think he's socially equipped to be able to maneuver that kind of early game stage.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Do I have a prediction for where he'll get out? I don't think he's going out week 1. I don't think that's where he's going. I think he's going to get out like week 3 or week 4, maybe, something like that. But he'll have enough weeks in the game to make himself a chaotic presence, but not enough to justify him, doing the shit that he's going to do. And now as for Beans, she is also going to be one of the 7. This entire feud that they're having between each other, in my opinion, it's a double-edged sword. And it's not going to be pretty for either of them to try to deal with. Beans, we saw it in the competition. I wouldn't say cocky is the right word. Confident. So she's definitely got that dog in her. But I think her personality, especially for an early week, could come off as a bit arrogant in a way. Especially with like the alliances that are already being made. There's like a huge, I think as they worded it, the dolls, whatever it was, that I don't think she was a part of. And that is already telling. Because I feel like she is maybe one of those girls who would link up more with the boys, but I don't think the boys are going to be in a huge circle, and I'll mention it why later on. But I think Beans could easily be at risk as not only a comp threat, but just lacking the social, not necessarily the social skills. I'm sure that she'll be able to communicate with them. But I think the issue will be the long-term gain that people will see in her. She'll be able to make a friend, but she won't be able to make an ally. Okay, so now that the obvious 2 are out of the way, it's time to move into something that may come as a bit of a surprise. My third prediction in this first 7 is going to be Heather. Now, I think there was a quote from, I think it was TJ who got Heather, and what TJ said was very telling, which was, out of all of the extroverted girls that are in the game, there's someone that TJ would work with. Now, then we have to look into, okay, who would TJ work with? Now, TJ's already presented himself as I'm in my demon time, I don't give a fuck mode. So what is Heather in terms of an ally? Well, it's someone who is easily convinced and probably a bit lacking, in TJ's eyes at least. In the comp, she wasn't actually terrible. Just in that first HOH, she wasn't that bad. So she could maybe win a comp and maybe last a bit longer, so that's why she's probably in like the 6th or 7th boot range. And she's already a part of the Dolls Alliance, but my issue is that if all these extroverted people are going to be putting themselves out there, it's going to go either one of two ways. She's either going to fly under the radar, or she's not going to have enough, presence, stage presence, to actually keep going in the game. I could definitely see her going a bit farther, don't get me wrong. This is why this is a bit of a dark horse pick for me. To get out early, which sounds not really like a dark horse. My main reasoning again with Heather is just I don't know how active she'll be. Like if someone screams get active, she may not get active. Okay, nothing against her. Again, you stream on Twitch, you get active in a way, but I think this may just be a different kind of active. Now, I was talking a lot about him earlier, so let's bring him up again, and I will mention it again why the guys aren't going to be a huge click in this season, and I'm going to blame TJ. TJ is going to be my 4th pick. Now, I have nothing against TJ, right? Don't get me wrong, I'm sure he's a great person. I've played a game show with him in the past. He was great. He was targeted a lot, and then he stuck around for way too long. Could he do it in this game? Oh, sure, 100%. My main issue with TJ is the way that he's presenting himself in the early confessionals, being this also on his demon time, he's in his I don't give a fuck mode, and that could easily bite him in the ass. I think if he genuinely tries to treat people like that, it's the complete opposite to someone like Heather, where if Heather's not going to talk to enough people, TJ's going to talk to enough people in the wrong way, and that's maybe what's going to piss people off, because his personality could come off as a bit brash as well. I could definitely see him, trying to be big dog alpha, early in the season, and then it immediately backfiring on him, like many who have played before him in real life and in the Minecraft game shows as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to bear witness what I consider the hardest part of Big Brother. It is this first week. Acting like you give a shit about what people think, learning about interests that you don't really care about, all of this friendliness and, oh, wow, I love your skin and this and that. Oh, God, kill me now.
Okay, so we have 4 out of the 7 down, but who should we talk about next? Of course, why not the one person who stands out the most? I'm sorry, nothing against you. You seem like you have a great fucking personality, don't get me wrong. But my 5th pick to get out in the top 7 is going to be Brad. And it is nothing against Brad. I'm sure, I don't know where he'll get out. I'll be real, Brad is like the most up and down person you could put on a list. But for me, he just stands out so much in a crowd. The voice, the age, kind of the way he talks to other people as well, like he just stands out too much. And it's nothing that he's doing. Like I said, I'm sure he's a great person. A game player, I'm not sure. We haven't seen enough, obviously, episodes to see if his brain is going to be working on full cylinders. My main worry for him is the mix of the age, the accent, and then wherever he may be in the game, because he may not be in the correct spots going forward, and that's what I'm worried about. Mainly for him. Like I said, he could go anywhere. I don't know where he's gonna go. However, I think he will not last that long in this group of people, because if there's these girls in this season, they are clicking up. I could say the guys could do the same, but it's not gonna happen because alpha dog moves, I'm blaming TJ. I don't know if TJ is going to be the reason that Brad gets out and then TJ gets repercussion for it. That could very well be the play. It'd be ironic if Brad got out by one of the guys being HOH. That's just all I'll say. I'm not, begging for the guys to start working together. And I'm not begging for the girls to stop working together. I want to clarify that now. I know who's going to dominate the game. I can already tell. That's why I'm not saying who I think the top 7 are going to be. I'm going to say who the first 7 out are and why they're going to be out. You know, the reasons that are going to get them out. My next pick, and I'm going to say this with so many nice words, as I humanly can, is going to be Aiden. The only reason why I'm picking Aiden, and I want to specify this, is because he won the first HOH. Just statistically speaking, there is not a lot to go off of. However, also statistically speaking, the people who win the first HOH, they will have the most time to connect themselves and the easiest chance to connect themselves. I am putting Aiden on a 50-50 coin. Either he goes very far, probably top 6, or he is going to get out somewhere in like 4th or 5th boot. There is going to be no in between. He has the chance to flop entirely with this HOH and make stupid decisions, or he has the chance to build his bonds like a first HOH should, try to ride the wave as a first HOH should, and not do anything stupid like some first HOHs should. But I don't know if he's that type of person, because like he said, he's gonna corn the whole house.
Watch out, America. I'm about to corn your hole.
Now, my last pick. Based on the direction that I've been going, you may think, oh, he's gonna pick Brian or Ray or Jay. No, I'm actually gonna pick another girl. Hear me out. This could be far-fetched. BMO.
Hi, my name is BMO.
That isn't the line, BMO.
Hello, I am BMO.
Yeah, you gotta listen to me here. Okay, I may be going insane, but here is my thing with BMO. BMO often plays very well to a certain degree. A lot of what I've seen from BMO has been enough to get her very far, but not enough to win. And I will preface this by saying I've only played Survivors with her. And this is Big Brother, you know, Big Brother's a whole different game. But some skills correlate. For example, the social bonds correlate. The physical challenge prowess correlates, you know. And BMO was, you know, one click off of winning that HOH. This is the one that I'm going to have a stroke with, so I apologize in advance. But my logic here with BMO is that finish second in first HOH plus lack of social bonds other than one core lines equals getting backdoored on a certain week due to him having no other options. I'm saying him because it's going to be a guy 100% that gets BMO out. Regardless of the targets and whatever else there may be, I don't know if it's going to happen. This is why this last pick is the most on the fence I'm going to be. It is going to have to be my 7th pick, and that is where I'm going to leave it. Those are my opinions on the first 7. I think the ones I didn't name, so Blake, Madison, Liz, Ray, Jake, Maxim, and Brian. I think those 7 have the most long-term potential. I can't really explain what that means. I just think that they will have enough of the game player's game to be able to get them into that further point so that they can start thinking about an end game and not about a short-term game. Well, the 7 that I named and gave reasons for probably won't have that. However, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm incorrect. Because, like I said, I'm not known for good gameplay. Oh, God, I'm gonna be fucking 1 for 7, aren't I? Jesus Christ. Anyway, that has been me. I'm just here leaving my thoughts on the table. We will see what happens in the coming weeks with the show. We will see if I'm right. We'll see if I'm wrong. I may end up wanting to, you know, just quit YouTube, delete my Discord, and never hear from anyone again. I could happen from these predictions. I don't know. However, these are with 100% love, no malice to anyone. This is just me looking at the game. Okay, that has been me for this first episode of predictions. I will go into more review episodes, probably in the further weeks, and I will try to have this out fairly soon. I appreciate everyone for listening in, and have a good rest of your days, nights, whatever it may be. Peace.